Gym defeat here at Loughgall on a really frustrating day in more ways than one, I would say.
Yeah, disappointing from start to finish. Just wasn't it wasn't our day. Poor. It's not like us. I think that's the thing probably disappointed me more than anything is last number of weeks we've been really good, particularly from Christmas. Performance levels have been top drawer. And it just seemed to be one of those days that no matter what we were doing, it wasn't going to go for us. It's extremely frustrating. Said to the players beforehand that go and do your own job, and we'll not worry about anybody else. And we've come in after the game, and we now find ourselves 3 points off that seventh place. So we've given ourselves it all to do now, going into the split. But like I say, the boys have given me everything the last number of weeks, and sometimes in football you have to remember you're human beings at the end of the day too. And today just wasn't our day, and we put it down to a poor day at the office.
Was there real frustration in that second half? Because in the first half, it was just creating that last bit. We dominated, but the second half, it looked as if we just never got going.
I thought second half we were very sloppy in play. We're passing, we're crossing, we're finishing. It was just, that's what I'm saying, it just seemed to be that it was just going to be one of those days where the boy, not going to fault effort, commitment, determination, anything like that, because you get that every week from them. They're a really honest bunch. I just think the quality just wasn't there, and sometimes when you're then under that wee bit of pressure and you're pushing and you're trying maybe harder than you normally usually do, you force yourself into mistakes, and I kind of felt that's the way the second half went. Passing wasn't good, or crossing wasn't good, or even our timing of our runs weren't great. But as I say, they're human beings at the end of the day, and everybody has an off day.
Just finally, you touched on the race now is for seventh going into the split fixtures. It's a pretty damaging one, but still 5 games to go, and it's still tight enough.
Listen, everybody's going to take points off each other. It's 5 games in the split now, and it's really, for me, we need to win all 5 and hope that results go our way, which is probably, it's not in our hands now, which is extremely disappointing. You win today and everything's left in your own hands, really. So, listen, we'll dust ourselves down. We've obviously no game next week. It'll be an Irish Cup, so we'll get the boys rested and get bodies back fresh. Because like I say, they've given me plenty of the last number of weeks. The amount of games and what they've put their bodies through. So we'll make sure the boys recover rightly. We'll have a really good week's training before we play. I think it's Loughgall. I think it's the first split game at home, and then we'll go from there.